Is Revolution going to revolutionize television?
It's not only going to revolutionize television, it's going to revolutionize the world. Yes. We hope so. We hope it's a good show that that people get into and come along for the ride. And we're very proud of what we're doing. And we're having a ball, so we hope people dig it.
What is the fascination with this whole like end of days concept, the end of the world, no lights? There's been so many, Flash Forward, Lost, Terra Nova. There's all these like kinds of shows that have come up. Why are viewers so into what we don't have?
I mean, I think that the whole 2012 thing is something that's been kind of lurking on people's minds, the mind calendar thing. And there's video games around that concept as well. It's an idea that I don't think ever kind of goes away. It's different than the world that we know, and people kind of like to explore that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're living in a post 9/11 world. There's a whole bunch of what ifs out there, and people do wonder, like, okay, what if this all went away today? Because it could,
mm-hmm. At its root level, the thing that I feel like I liked the most about the show was when I guess it kind of shows you what's bad about humanity as much as it shows goodness. Like I love the stuff where everybody's fighting for like that piece of food or that light switch or whatever. Do you feel like it encapsulates what human beings really are?
You're gonna have to, in a situation like that, you're gonna have to go back to the base, right? Because that's all you got.
Mm-hmm.
So. Sure, people got along for thousands of years without power or energy, but there wasn't that.
Every man for himself.
I mean, we've now lived with power for so long
mm-hmm.
that if you took that away, it's more of a way of life than people even know about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just it's not going to automatically be hunting gathering. It's going to be what the hell do I do?
Right. Right.
So yeah, those are the questions that come up in the show, but mostly we're concentrating in at least the first part of what we're going to see throughout the first season is a quest to just find the people that you love,
right?
And that's what makes it. People might call it a genre show. It's got a framework of mystery, but in terms of it being compared to Lost or any of those other shows, which I haven't seen a lot of those other shows, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the comparison.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think? Do you think that it sort of shows every man for himself in that philosophy, or is it more about the good in humanity, everybody working together to find your brother, for example?
I think it shows the good. I think it shows both sides, really. I think it shows that what people will do in extreme circumstances, and how human beings, what you will do put in a situation like that. But I also think that it is a hopeful show. There's a lot of positivity with it, and it's heavily around. I mean, my character is just going on this mission to get her brother back, and and it's about family, community, love, and definitely those things more than like just a survival kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, this is the world that Charlie's grown up with. This is the only world that she's ever kind of known and grown up in. So it's not that she wants the power to be back on. Mm-hmm. She's fine with it the way it is,
She's blessed with naivety.
Right, right.
All of us have been, dealing with this for 15 years, having had it before, and her character never really knew it. And that sort of innocence is
the ice cream scene, right?
Yeah. And that's, and that's kind of what we all wish we had. I wish I never had power.
Can you speak to her character too? Because I feel like, for somebody whose parents just died, she seems very like gung-ho to find her brother. Seems like a very strong character. How would you describe Charlie?
Well, I mean, the fact that she's definitely a strong character. I think the fact that when you're put in extreme circumstances, you will do extreme things too. And so losing her father and her mother, being gone from before, it's the only thing that she has left is Danny. There's no time to sit around and you have to get up and go. And being that her dad kind of puts this on her and is like, this is what you got to do. You got to get up and you got to go get your brother back and bring him back to safety. She steps up to the challenge because she has to. If she doesn't, he will die. Who knows what will happen to him? And so I don't think any sister or brother in that circumstance would be able to just walk away from that. You know, when you love somebody and you love them, like they're part of your family, you love them with all your heart, you will go to the extremes to get them. I know I would for my brothers. If I was in that situation, I would absolutely drop everything I could to go get them back.
Miles seems very brooding to me. I thought he was just a drunken alcoholic, and then all of a sudden, he just takes out like 20 people.
Right.
So, tell me about his character, and were those action scenes tough?
Well, first of all, he's only killing folks because now he has to.
Right.
He'd just as soon not be in the fight anymore. When Charlie comes to find him, all he wants to do is stay hidden. We get the feeling that he'd been in the fight for a long time before, and there were multiple reasons for him getting out. But he's reluctant to say the least. But it's nice that he has the skills because he's going to need them. And how the sword fighting stuff is, first of all, it's fun, which makes the hard work kind of easier. But not a whole lot of training for it. We kind of
You just play with swords every Saturday.
Well, it's kind of, I mean, when we're doing it, it feels like you're a kid in the woods with a branch. But we have the benefit of Jeff Wolf, our stunt coordinator, who's a genius at just making stuff up off the top of his head, and he'll put it together with his stunt team, and he'll shoot it for us on his phone and email it to us, and we'll watch it on our phones, and you know, whenever we get a chance.
I guess you need power for that.
Yeah, we have power
Right.
on the show. Yeah.
Have either of you seen Breaking Bad? And because I could not work with Giancarlo because I'd be afraid he's going to cut my head off at any second. Or did you not see him on Breaking Bad?
First of all, what people should know about Giancarlo is he's, without question, one of the sweetest people I've ever met in my life.
So opposite from
Right.
these characters.
Yeah.
He's amazing, like the sweetest man. Yeah.
Literally will give you the shirt off his back kind of guy. I unfortunately have not seen
Breaking Bad.
I haven't seen a lot of
Yeah, you were
episodes
saying
of
earlier.
television. I haven't seen an episode of Mad Men. I haven't seen
I just think he looks like a math teacher. I don't know how he just became the embodiment of villains on TV.
Giancarlo.
Yeah.
Because he's a good actor,
Mm-hmm.
and you know that sort of explains it right there.
Yeah.
And finally, why should people watch the show?
Well, I mean, I think it's a very cool concept. There's it's a very character-driven show. There's many things that are happening all the time, and I think that everybody can relate to some character throughout the series. Also, a really cool thing about the show is that the questions that are asked in the show are very quickly answered. You know, with keeping the audience interested by asking new ones, and so there is that kind of reward as far as, you know, you're not watching for seasons and seasons kind of wondering what's going on. They'll answer it kind of very promptly, and so that's a different little thing on our show.
Yeah, if you like big badass action adventure shows that have great characters and that move quickly and questions get answered quickly and lead to other questions, then this is your show.
Are you the toughest guy named Miles?
I am the toughest guy, period.
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
No,
Thank
it's
you.
not.
Thank you.
Thank you.